king come, that I may breathe my last and wholesome counsel to his unstayed youth.
Vex not yourself, nor strive not with your breath, for all in vain comes counsel to his ears.
Oh, they say the tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep harmony. Where words are scarce, they are seldom spent in vain, for they breathe truth, breathe their words in pain. More are men's ends marked than their lives before. No Richard my life's counsel would not hear. My death's sad tale may yet undeaf his ear.
No, it is stocked with other flattering sounds, as praises, of whose taste the wise are fond, the lascivious meters, to whose venom sound the open ear of youth doth always listen. Where doth the world thrust forth the vanity, so it be new there's no respect how vile, that is not quickly buzzed into his ears? Then all in vain comes counsel to be heard, where will doth mutiny with wit's regard. Direct not him whose way himself will choose, 'tis breath thou lackst, and that breath wilt thou lose.
Thinks I am a prophet, new inspired, and thus expiring do foretell of him. His rash, fierce blaze of riot cannot last, for violent fires soon burn out themselves. Small showers last long, but sudden storms are short. Like vanity, insatiate cormorant, consuming means soon preys upon itself. This royal throne of kings, this sceptred isle, this earth of majesty, this seat of Mars, this other Eden, demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature for herself against infection and the hand of war, this happy breed of men, this little world, this precious stone set in the silver sea, this blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England, this nurse, this teeming womb of royal kings, feared by their breed and famous for their birth, this land of such dear souls, this dear, dear land, dear for her reputation through the world, is now leased out. I die pronouncing it, like to a tenement or Celtic bond, England, bound in with the triumphant sea whose rocky shore beats back the envious siege of watery Neptune, is now bound in with shame, with inky blots and rotten parchment bonds. That England that was wont to conquer others had made a shameful conquest of itself. Would the scandal vanish with my life? How happy then my ensuing death.
The king is come. Deal mildly with his youth, for young hot colts can rage to rage the more.
How fares our noble lord of Lancaster?
What comfort, man? How is your aged Gaunt?
Ah, how that name befits my composition. Old Gaunt indeed, and Gaunt in being old. Within me grief hath kept a tedious fast, and who abstains from meat that is not gaunt? For sleeping England, long time have I watched. Watching breeds leanness, leanness is all gaunt. That pleasure that some fathers feed upon is my strict fast. I mean my children's looks, and therein fasting hast thou made me gaunt. Gaunt am I, for the grave, gaunt as a grave, whose hollow womb inherits naught but bones.
And sick men play so nicely with their names.
No, misery makes sport to mock itself. Since thou dost seek to kill my name, I mock my name, great king, to flatter thee.
Should dying men flatter those that live?
No, no. Men living flatter those that die.
Thou, now a dying, say'st thou flatterest me?
Oh no. Thou diest, though I the sicker be.
I am in health. I breathe and see thee ill.
Now he that made me knows I see thee ill. Thy deathbed is no lesser than thy land, wherein thou liest in reputation sick. And thou, too careless patient as thou art, committest thy anointed body to the cure of those physicians that first wounded thee. 1,000 flatterers sit within thy crown, whose compass is no bigger than thy head, and yet, encaged in so small a verge, the waste is no whit lesser than thy land. Oh, had thy grandson, with a prophet's eye, seen how his son's son would destroy his sons, From forth thy reach he would have laid thy shame, deposing thee before thou wert possessed, which art possessed now to depose thyself. My cousin, wert thou regent of the world, it were a shame to let this land by this. But for thy world enjoying but this land, is it not more than shame to shame it so? Landlord of England art thou now, not king. Thy state of law is bond slave to the law. And
a lunatic, lean, witty fool, presuming on an ague's privilege, darest with thy frozen admonition make pale our cheek, chasing the royal blood with fury from his native residence? Now by my seat, right royal majesty, wert thou not brother to great Edward's son, this tongue, which runs so roundly in thy head, should run thy head from thy unreverent shoulders.
Spare me not, my brother Edward's son, for that I was his father Edward's son. That blood already, like the pelican, hast thou tapped out and drunkenly caroused. My brother, Gloucester, plain well-meaning soul, whom fair befall in heaven amongst happy souls, may be a precedent and witness good that thou respectst not spilling Edward's blood. Join with the present sickness that I have, and thy unkindness be like crooked age to crop at once a too long withered flower. Live in thy shame, but die not shame with thee. These words hereafter thy tormentors be. Convey me to my bed, then to my grave. Love they to live, that love and honor have.
Let them die that ancient Sullens have. For both hast thou and both become the brave.
I do beseech your majesty, impute his words to wayward sickliness and age in him. He loves you, on my life, and holds you dear as Herod Duke of Hereford, were he here.
Right, you say true. As Hereford's love, so his. As theirs, so mine. Both be as it is.
My liege, old Gaunt commands him to your majesty.
What says he?
Nay, nothing. All is said. His tongue is now a stringless instrument. Lord's life and all of Lancaster hath spent.